Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a video here from English Heritage. They always put out fantastic content. Um, this is from 6 years ago, but is restoring Saxtead Green Post Mill, 13th century corn mill in Suffolk. Um, I think this is awesome. I love how you guys do these restorations and preservations of places, even the ones that you couldn't necessarily maybe restore, but you still do what you can to keep the ruins, but they are the bones, and make them into attractions for people to come see history for themselves, which I think is incredible. I wish that we did more of that here. But yeah, I will link this video in the description along with links to Patreon, how you can support the channel here on YouTube. You can do so by becoming a member or by giving a gift or thanks on the video, which is an option here on YouTube. You can do gifts of $1 all the way up to $500, or you can go to the link in the description for Buy Me a Coffee and you can donate there, and it all goes back to the channel to continue editing. It does cost money to do this, guys, for editing tools, as well as for YouTube subscriptions, so we don't have to deal with commercials, all kinds of stuff. It costs money. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. It's beautiful.
My name's Tim Whiting. I'm a millwright, and I've been working on mills for 8 years, and I've been working as a general woodworker for over 20 years now.
I think that's so cool.
My team
I love
is now
woodwork.
restoring Saxtead Green Post Mill. I went to college and trained as a cabinet maker in 1998, and my first workshop when I went self-employed as a cabinet maker was in the grounds of Friston Windmill, and from then on it's been windmills full stop. So there's been a post mill in Saxtead Green since 1287.
Hey guys, before we get back to the video, I just wanted to ask a quick favor from you guys. According to YouTube, only 86% of viewers are actually subscribed to the channel. So if you're enjoying the content, please consider hitting the subscribe button because it helps the channel more than you think it might. And if you'd like to go a step further, there's a QR code here if you want to buy me a coffee. Everything that comes from that helps continue making these videos, as well as making British recipes and buying British food for reaction videos. But even if you can't do that, even just liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, I appreciate every bit of support. Now let's get back to it.
And the current building that's there now has been there since 1796. It was taken to the site by 200 oxen.
Wow.
Saxtead Green served as a working corn mill up until 1947, just after the war effort, and is now under the care of English Heritage since 1984. I was drawn into being a millwright simply by the techniques of the woodworking that ancient millwrights and even modern millwrights use. The techniques have changed very, very little. We do have power tools now, obviously, but it just draws you in. You're copying things that were made 100, 200 years ago. So with Saxtead Green, the sails we're now putting on are a real close copy of the original working sails that the mill would have had in its last working days. By their own design, windmills are always put in a most prominent part of the village so that they can catch the wind as much as possible. And because of this, they're always in the thick of the weather. So when they get to a certain age, things just need to be replaced. All coming off everywhere. It's quite an intense project to try and get as much done as possible. Redesigning a new set of sails for a post mill, often you'll find there's sails on a mill, but they might not be quite right.
That's going to need scraping back. There's been rubbing.
So what we do is we go back to historical photographs of the mill, and sometimes you can find remnants of sails kicking around on the site. And you can then copy the true measurements of how the sails were originally 50 or even 100 years ago. And then when we've got these measurements, we'll then completely design a brand new set of sails matching the original one.
I don't know about you guys, but I love this stuff. We used to have a furniture store. We would do a lot of painted furniture and kind of restore things, and a lot of times you had to replace, the tops of tables, dressers, all kinds of stuff. And I just admire people like this so much. Personally, I love working with my hands. I need to be like doing stuff. Um, and it's therapeutic too. Uh, I just think it's so interesting. I love it. It's just so creative.
Normally we aim
A lot of
for when the
skill.
mill last worked as a commercial building, and then from that we'll order in the timber, which you can imagine is massive. We've got new stocks that are over 50 feet long, and we've got whips which form part of the sail frames. All of these components then have to be completely hand shaped and mortised to be your new design. There's a lot of shaping, there's a lot of chamfers, there's all sorts of different compound angles, and basically generally the way we do it would be quite traditional. The actual things that everyone's doing, the joints, all the different types of way of putting things together, it's all the same as it always would have been. We still use winches, we still use wire ropes. It's very, very traditional. When you're building sails for a windmill, it's not just a straight trellis like you would buy from a shop, and this is designed with the twist to make sure that it's an even pressure when the wind hits the
Look
sails,
at that.
as opposed to putting a strong force where the sail would be weak. So every single angle on the sail is slightly different. All the joints are then painted up with traditional paint, so it'll be a lead-based paint in all the joints, and then we use a linseed oil-based paint to get the nice white finish that everyone looks at when they see a mill with fresh sails on. Although we make them as light as
Wonder
possible,
why
the actual sail frames are still going to be reasonably heavy for a timber
Why would
building.
you still use
Now,
lead?
a lot of people think oak is a general timber for stocks and all the big components. Oak is too heavy, and also it's quite brittle, whereas the type of timbers we use, being a Siberian larch or Douglas fir, or traditionally it would have been a pitch pine, so they're very strong and very flexible. We're using a 60-ton crane that will stand at Saxtead Green. It can be quite tricky when you're fitting sails onto a mill. There's a lot of work that you can't reach from out of the storm hatch, which is a small hatch on the front of the mill. You can't reach everywhere from there. So we tend to use rope access work, or we use the cherry picker. So depending on what we're doing, there's a lot of working at height.
It's incredible. Yeah, there's so many factors that go into
Suffolk
it.
has some of the most amazing examples of windmills in the country. It's quite an honour to be able to work on Saxtead Green because it's had some amazing millwrights over the years, and it's quite a privilege for us to be following in their footsteps.
That's awesome. Beautiful. What skill. You guys gotta let me know if you live in this area or if you've been through there, if you've been here, if you've driven by it. That's just beautiful. What amazing craftsmanship and work. That's the thing that I'm not a good math person. We've been watching 8 out of 10 Cats Do Countdown over on Patreon, and I'm great at the letters. I love, like I do, I've always played Scrabble and Wordle and stuff like that, and I'm amazing at that part, but when it gets to the numbers, I'm so bad at it. And that's like the maths of woodwork and stuff like that are always the things that got me. But I just admire people like that so much. I mean, what else could you be doing? I imagine it's so satisfying. I know, like when we would do pieces of just furniture, which is such a small scale compared to something like this. It was so satisfied to kind of know what it looked like before and how pretty it was afterwards. I tried to, whenever I would think about it, tried to always take like before and after pictures because it was just such a drastic change. But I loved this video so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe, hype, comment, and have an awesome day. Thanks for watching with me, guys.